Bugatti Tourbillon Hypercar revealed, with 1,800 horsepower hybrid V-16 powertrain. Kicking off a new era for Bugatti, the Tourbillon takes Rimac EV know-how and pairs it with a naturally aspirated V16 developed with Cosworth. The Tourbillon ditches the Chiron's quad-turbo 8.0-liter W16 for an entirely new 8.3-liter V16 with a cross-plane crank, the 16-cylinder equivalent of a flat-plane V8 that spins up to 9,000 RPM and is good for 986 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. Cosworth helped develop the engine, which surprisingly eschews forced induction for natural aspiration. This may seem like a step backward from the 1,578 horsepower Chiron Supersport. Except the Tourbillon's powertrain story extends beyond its high-revving internal combustion engine. The V16 gets a boost from a trio of electric motors, 2 at the front axle and another at the rear. In all, the 3 motors make 789 horsepower. Add the engine to the mix, and the Tourbillon powertrain packs a 1,800 horsepower punch. It'll also travel close to 30 miles on electricity alone, should buyers worry about fuel prices after dropping $4.6 million to get one. The engine swap also gave Bugatti Rimac the luxury to rearrange the components under the Tourbillon's carbon fiber body, which in turn allowed the team to fit the car with a more ergonomic cabin. 7-figure car-worthy dihedral doors and a lower, more aggressive profile. Whereas the Chiron placed its transmission between driver and passenger, pushing the seats out to the edges of the car, the Tourbillon's 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox sits behind the engine, while its 21.0 kilowatt per hour battery pack runs up the center of the car. The Tourbillon's name isn't its only watch-inspired element. The gauge cluster is presented like a mechanical timepiece, and it mounts to the steering column and is never obscured. The glass covering these dials is milled sapphire crystal, a pricey material watchmakers use for its scratch resistance. Mind your tennis bracelets. The director of design for Bugatti Rimac agrees. "We're trapped in the technology of our time," he says. "So how do we make a car relevant at a concours in 2075 without looking silly in a time that will have holographic displays or augmented reality contact lenses? Give the entire interior an analog way that you can interact with it." Not just analog, but sculptural and mechanically fascinating, with a fixed hub steering wheel that never obscures the instrument cluster. In a collaboration befitting the Tourbillon's inspiration, a Swiss watchmaker builds the gauges, replete with raised numbers and physical needles. There is an available small screen for those who need some pixels, but the display can fold away, leaving nothing but the crystal spine of the console and the softest of leather in its wake. All of this is customizable, and Bugatti will gladly match your Tourbillon to a particular watch or yacht you're fond of. Exterior design elements like the horseshoe grille, the C-shaped dividing line at the back of the cabin, and the raised spine running down the center of the roof visually connect the Tourbillon to the Chiron and other significant Bugattis of the past, such as the Type 35 and the Atlantic. Although it bears a resemblance to the Chiron, the Tourbillon shares not a single component with its forebear. It's also 1.3 inches lower, the horseshoe grille is narrower, the C-line is edgier, and the fenders are wider. Designed to increase accuracy, a Tourbillon is a rotating cage containing the inner workings of a mechanical watch. Bugatti named its new model after this technology as a way to celebrate the hybrid hypercar's analog and mechanical nature. Unlike many hypercars, all slats and spats, the Tourbillon controls airflow with subtle entry points at the headlights and C-lines. A carbon fiber underbody diffuser runs beneath the rear half of the car, and its presence allows the submerged rear wing to serve strictly as an air brake, netting no added drag on the way to a top speed of 277 miles per hour. There's some smart software controlling the merger of engine and motors, all developed in-house at Bugatti Rimac, allowing 60 miles per hour to arrive in an estimated 2.0 seconds and 250 miles per hour in about 25 seconds. Bugatti intends to build just 250 Tourbillons, with production kicking off in 2026. Nabbing one requires more than just a fat stack of cash, though, as the French brand will sell only to interested buyers who have an established record of previously purchasing a Bugatti or Rimac model. Bugatti intends to build just 250 Tourbillons, with production kicking off in 2026. Nabbing one requires more than just a fat stack of cash, though, as the French brand will sell only to interested buyers who have an established record of previously purchasing a Bugatti or Rimac model. Thank you for watching, but before you go, I have a question for you. Is this the fastest car in the world? Leave the answers in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also share. Thank you.